Okay guys, so today I'm gonna do a redo video of Skyrim NPC followers, how to create your own, because the music was too loud, so sorry about that. Okay, so let's get started. What you need is TSV snip. That's from Skyrim Nexus mod site. You just get it there, just search it, and it should be the one with the most endorsed files. You also need creation kit, and you want to just go ahead and launch creation kit, and that's from Steam, and you'll get to this page. Well, if you just started creation kit, you'll just have this. So you go to file, on top left, data, Skyrim, or make sure there's an X in the Skyrim.esm. Okay, and everything should load up, and it depends on how long, or your computer, on how long it will load up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause so it'll save some time here. Okay, so you'll get this warning. Just click yes to all. It doesn't really affect anything as much. Well, yeah. So then it'll load again. So pause again. Okay, so once it's loaded, it should look like this when you click on actor, actors, or yeah, actor. And what you want to decide now is to base your NPC off of a already created one. You can still change its looks and everything, or you want to start from scratch. I'm gonna just base it off Ayla the Huntress. So just right click, duplicate, and it should create Ayla the Huntress. Copy, right click, edit. Now the first thing you want to do, and this applies for all you guys who are wanting to do it from scratch, is make an ID. So I'm just gonna call this, I guess, Ayla's twin, or yeah, Ayla's twin. I'll just name Ayla, I guess. I don't know. You can change it to essential, protected, respawn, all this stuff. You can set it to unique, I guess. I usually set it to unique. Yeah, so one of those. And before you do anything else, you want to click OK. And if you are duplicating it, it'll say old ID, blah blah blah, create new form. In this case, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna overwrite the duplicated one. Yes, and there it is, Ayla's twin. So open that up, and you can change their skin, their height, and everything. If you want to look at their preview, oops, retry, there it is. Or you can look at their head. So the voice type. Now, if you guys starting from scratch, you want to use female even toned. For you guys who are using duplicates, I think it'll work with the voice type that it has set, but you can also try changing it. Yeah, so you guys can try changing that. I probably am not, because my experience before was it didn't work. Anyways, you want to go to stats now, or after you're done with traits, you know, go to stats or something. I'm gonna just change her, and I'm gonna change her class to two-handed master, trainer, two-handed master. Factions, I'm gonna keep trainer faction. This should be like I'm gonna keep all of this because I'm gonna put Ayla in your Vasker. Sorry. Usually if you guys start new, everything will be blank, and the two important files you need are potential follower faction, highlight that, click OK, and current follower faction, highlight that, click OK. Now for current follower faction, you want the rank to be -1. You can change that by just clicking on rank, and there you go, and just change -1. Now you can also make them marryable, which is potential marriage faction, highlight that, click OK. And you can also add several other factions, places, stuff like that. The reason why I'm gonna keep my NPC in this faction, because I'm gonna put my NPC in your Vasker, and this allows my NPC to interact with things around her, like eating, training, what else? Just walking around the place. But if you have a new NPC and you just sort of set her there, I mean, she walks around and stuff, but I don't know. I think they do the exact same thing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this. It doesn't really affect the game as much. so it wouldn't really matter. Go to relationships, and this is important. What you need to do is, that's not it, that was something else, I don't know why. Right click new, and if you did everything up to now, it should say the parent NPC is your NPC's ID. Now if this doesn't show up, click OK, and reopen your NPC or your relationship tab and right click, and parent NPC should be set now. And for the child NPC, you want to find player, and relationship level you want to set it to ally or friend. Click OK, and it should be created. Keywords, don't mess with that. This is, I think, by default already here, so I don't know what this is. Nope, don't know. AI data, aggression, you can set it to unaggressive. I think that's when they are cowardice and they don't fight for you. You can change mood, brave, or confidence. Oh, I guess that's cowardly. Assistance, now this is important. If you set your relationship with the NPC as friend, and the AI data says assistance help allies, that means your NPC won't talk to you or engage in any sort of what's it called, sort of dialogue with you. What you need to do is set it to helps friends and allies. If the relationship is friends, the easiest way to solve this is just set them to ally, you know, relationship wise. Combat style, I'm gonna do CS human tank, I guess. Yeah, human tank. Yeah, I'm done here. Morality, sorry, any crime. AI packages, you won't have any of this unless you're duplicating an NPC. What you can also do is what is important to do if you are creating from scratch, right click new, find sandbox, you click enter. You don't have to do anything changes here. You can if you want, recommend not to, because you might be messing with some things that could break your NPC. ID, you want to name it something, but you can't be sandbox. It won't let you name it sandbox. I don't need this because the sandbox is already integrated in one of these packages. So yeah, go to inventory, and you can change the armor. Let's go change it to. Let's go with the companion outfit. See full. Yeah. And you can also add items, or you can also change their sleeping outfit. You can also add items, like maybe you want to change, you want to add items by right-clicking new, or you can change the items that the NPC has. God, I gotta get this right. So I'm gonna change the Skyforged Steel Dagger into a Greatsword, Skyforged Steel Greatsword, and now if you preview again and it updates, then there's a Greatsword. That's all I'm about to change on my NPC. Spell list, you can add spells here like, alright guys, I'm gonna pause and wait till this responds. Okay guys, so creation kit decided to crash on me. As I was in the spell tab, spell list, right click new. You can add spells like heal other or fire, flames, whatever. Sounds, I wouldn't mess with that. Animation, I wouldn't mess with that. Attack data, I wouldn't mess with that. Character gen parts, here is where you can edit some of your character's features. So I'm gonna change her hairstyle, or maybe, yeah, I'll just keep it, but I'll change the color so you can tell the difference. Yeah, that looks really weird, but okay. I'm going to, what else? I'm gonna delete her war paint, so just keep looking. Usually if you see a war paint or something, if you go here on the list right here, it'll say female head Nord war paint, stuff like that. If you click on them, usually it's set to 0, and if you keep going until you find one that is set to 1, if you set it back to 0, it'll be gone. Or you can set it as sort of like a fade kind of thing, I don't know. You can also change their hairstyle, which is clicking on the hair and change it to that or something. Yep, like that. You can change the skin tone, which is over here. Face complexion, just gonna leave that. Go to, and for a more in-depth kind of editing is character gen morphs. You can actually adjust the brow height, the width, the cheekbone height, like uber high. I guess you can't really see it. Does it update? I don't know. Anyways, that's how you know, basically do more in-depth editing of your NPC. So I guess you can see the width, right? I don't even know. I don't even think I see that change. I don't know. Anyways, okay. And now ALS Twin is created. Now what you need to do is go to File, Save, and save it as an ESP. So I'm gonna do ALS Twin. Save. And it should say saving done. Now what you do is exit. Now this is where TSV snip comes in. So you wanna go ahead and launch TSV snip. File, open, and find your, oh, here it is. Wow. Find your ESP, open, highlight it, oops, not highlight that, file, save, and save it as the same thing or same name. It doesn't really matter if you save it as the same name or not, but I mean, I recommend to, so you don't get mixed up. And save as type is important to set as to master file, save, and all I have to do is exit now and open again creation kit. Here we go. File, data, find your new ALS twin.esm. Make sure that's check or X right there and set as active, and also open Skyrim.esm, but don't set that one as active. So set active ALS twin.esm, not the .esp. Okay, and it should load up Skyrim.esm. Yeah, and I'm gonna pause the video until everything else is loaded up. Right guys, so it's loaded and here's my ALS twin. Now what you need to do is just open, it doesn't have to be your NPC, just open someone's like edit one of the NPCs. You don't have to change anything, just click OK, and what you need to do is file, save. Now what this does is it sets your file as a master file. So yeah, it'll set your file as a master file. Now before you exit, it's important to control F4, export selected data, or actually here, I forgot to explain. You want to highlight all your NPCs that you want that you created. You want to hit Control F4, and it says export face gen data for all selected NPCs. Yes, and it should be done. What this does is exports the texture of your NPC's face, so it matches the skin tone and it's not that dark color. Now what you need to do is exit and reopen creation kit and file data, and now what you should see is your NPC's .esm. The status will be set to master file, and just check mark that or the X thing, click OK, and it should load everything up. Yep, and I'm just gonna pause the video. Okay, so I've opened up my my new master file, and what you need to do is you go to cell view and find a place where you want your NPC to be. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put mine in your Vasker, so it's in Whiterun, and there it is. Double click it and it should load everything up in the render window. I'll give it a few seconds. There we go. And find a place where you want your NPC to be. Make sure you zoom in close to the ground so that your NPC won't be floating. And just highlight your NPC or NPCs, just drag it over and yes to all, and it should be there. Now what you need to do is file, save, and you want to save it, overwrite your old .esp, save, sorry, save, can't even click it. Alright, yes, saving done. Okay, exit. Now all left is to enable your files, the data files. It should be there by default, and you should just wait for everything, all your other mods to synchronize. I'm gonna switch over to Fraps so you guys can see the in-game footage and my new NPC. So yeah, I'll be right back. Or I mean, I won't be right back. I'll just be there. Alright guys, I'm in game. So I have to do this very fast because I have a 15-minute deadline. And here it is. Follow me, I need your help. And functions exactly like a regular NPC. I do something, I need trade, and it can be married and stuff. Sorry about me talking really fast, but this is it. And this is also Ayla. See, I didn't overwrite her. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, comment below. See you.